Welcome to another episode, everyone. Hoover Gumby is home free. He's out. And he quickly takes flight. He takes off on no jumper. He doesn't waste any time. Welcome home, Hoover Gumby. For those who do not know who Hoover Gumby is, you'll find out. He's been on the internet. He's from Hoover Gumby. He did some time in prison. He's been out. He became a viral sensation. He got locked up, got into a little situation not too long ago, I guess in Las Vegas, and he was saying that he'll be home, he'll be home. He was calling in sometimes saying he'll be home. He's home now. He's back on his channel. His channel is called Checking Ain't Cheating. Hoover Gumby, Checking Ain't Cheating. Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Welcome him home. Stay free, Hoover Gumby. Glad you're home. And, he's addressing a few of the things that's been going on the internet. He addressed Crip Mac, and he's sitting right here speaking with his partner, and they're going over a few issues. And then No Jumper comes up. As you can see, Spody face right there. And Gumby doesn't hold back. He says that, and he never does hold back. He's going to speak his mind, and that's just that. And stand on it, though. And he says that No Jumper is trying to be the first podcast that has an M, a homicide. That when you go up there, you must have a weapon on you. You must be strapped because of some of the games and politics that are being played up there. I'm gonna let him speak real quick, and then we're gonna get into it. This is wild work. Let's think about what he's saying. Let's hear what he said first.
You know, the whole thing about it is that, you know what I'm saying, all they got to do is just say a couple of words, bro. Like, it's real motherfucking members, you know what I'm saying, that's on the internet trying to get some bread, you know what I'm saying, trying to speak positive, you know what I'm saying. First off, shout out to Spody Face on gang, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, that brother, you know what I'm saying, he changed the spot, you know what I mean? And he's speaking positive shit. And for Adam to put him in that type of situation where he got to revert back to some gang shit, you know what I'm saying, because he's saying that he don't like whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was some whole ass shit. Adam, if you ever put me in that position, I'm going to shoot everybody in that motherfucker, including you and that motherfucking engineer you got. Oh, my mama, I ain't playing. I don't even play like that, bro. Like, you playing with people's lives, bro, and that shit is not cool whatsoever, bro. You're not going to be satisfied with No Jumper have his first murder up there. You're not going to be satisfied. That's a climate. It's a climate of chaos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time we go there, you know what I'm saying, I make sure that I got the niggas inside and out. You know what I'm saying? Just in case they try to pull a stunt on me, bitch, you gonna figure out, yeah, that's the wrong nigga to be playing with. On Hoover, though. I'm not bullshitting. On Hoover. I don't know what they be thinking, bro. I don't know what they be thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I know what niggas be thinking, you know, and we all done fell into this bracket opportunity. Especially when you coming from the low end, man, and you ain't got much going on. A lot of people ain't got much going on right now, man. So opportunity knock at the door. They feel like a solid opportunity.
And so we heard Hoover Gumby coming out the gate strong, swinging. And he said that, you know, had it been him, he opening fire on everything up in there, Adam and everybody. You know, had they set him up like that. He said that, you know, he believed they set Spody Face up. This is what Gumby is saying. He believes they set Spody Face up, basically. Spody Face is supposed to be there to come to work. And as Spody said on his own channel, you know, that's why he quit. Came to podcasting to get out of the street, away from the violence, away from the gang violence, away from the goofy stuff or what have you. And now I leave the street to get away from that, only to come to work and be involved in all of this stuff. It's like a hostile work environment or what have you. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe at work. And so he felt like he had been put in a trick bag, as I said before, as he had said. What Gumby is saying is right, is spot on. Everybody really recognizes the play. They put Spody Face in a situation, thinking that it's just going to be a fight. You know, squabble up. I got my uncle back, and it's just going to be a fight. Gumby saying, man, you don't know who you got some real members. You don't know who you playing with. Everybody ain't about to fight and play no game. Dude, you know, draw down and let loose up in there, playing with them, setting them up. and putting them in this situation. And he said, No Jumper is not going to be satisfied until they, be the first podcast that had homicide take place up there.
Nigga want to
But
jump on that.
you never,
You know what I'm saying? But that ain't it.
You never sell your dignity, give up your morals or your principles for no motherfucking fake ass internet fame. You never do that. You know what I mean? Like these dudes went outside, I'm saying, then it was reported that, Sporty Face got whooped on. You know what I'm saying? Then it was like, he got whooped on. You know what I'm saying? And the craziest thing about it is neither one of them dudes had no beef with each other. They wasn't fighting. They wasn't fighting because he dissed my hood or he did this or he did that.
Right.
That wasn't even the cause for the shit. The shit was somebody sticking up for somebody else. Like, I mean, like, come on, Hoover. That ain't Hoover at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of like put a whole black eye in the whole little situation. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like that ain't Hoover at all, bro. That's not Hoover at all. So like I said before, I don't know nothing.
When now No Jumper has lost two of their top cast members. I'm gonna say cast members, because Munchie B and Spotty was doing their thing, and then something that Munchie B said about how dude that had Adam's meta glasses on or whatever the other day and got in that fight.
Just slapped the shit out of him. I seen him.
Yeah, dude taking pictures and Munchie while he not paying attention and all that. Like, bro, man, that's weird.
This is what I'm saying. That's all police shit, bro. Like, if we all was gang members, bro, that'd be considered telling, straight up snitching. That's what that would be, bro. Like, I don't even know who would do something like that. I'm saying, and for Adam to try to basically say that, Munchie shouldn't have had whatever he had, whatever the fuck they say he had, allegedly had. I'm saying my whole thing is that a motherfucker better come up there with something. Anybody who listening, if you get a no jumper interview, you's a stupid motherfucker if you don't come up there with a gun, a bazooka, or something, because niggas might pop up on you. This is what they do. They call it running a play. They gonna run a play on the wrong motherfucker, and somebody gonna end up dead up there. Then what?
Yeah.
All for content. I think that's probably what Adam wants. He want to be the first podcast to have a murder on the set. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what though? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is really risking their lives going to No Jumper. You know what I'm
saying? Well, that's crazy. That's some strong stuff. Those some strong words. That's powerful. When you digest it, when you think about it. He wants to be the first one to have a murder at his podcast. He's playing games, setting up plays, knowing that it could lead to that, and he wants that to happen. He's not going to be happy until that happens. But the problem with that, well, for one, is that someone has been murdered. A human being has lost their life. And the other problem with that is that it most certainly will be a black man that loses his life. And more than likely, the strong probability is that it will be at the hands of another black man. So if you're setting up plays and doing things deliberately, hoping that it leads to the ultimate demise of someone, then you're doing this with the fact in mind that the person on the receiving end, the victim, will be a black man. You know who's up there. You know what's going on. These gang politics. It's going to be a black man laid out in the parking lot out there that lost his life. And you see this coming, and you don't do anything to stop it. Instead, you ignite it. You keep fuel in the fire. You pour fuel on the fire all of the time. Not good. But then it would be on black men to be smart. As I've said quite a few times, we can start our own podcast. It's going to happen. It doesn't have to be any gang stuff, even though it can be gang members and former gang members on the podcast to bring the raw truth about these streets, how we're trying to keep individuals out of the street and from losing their lives. We can talk about a broad range of issues that affect us and affect the community and affect the world. We all have enough intellect to do this. And we can get together with our own podcast, and no one else has to speak about us and our experience and usurp our culture and profit from our culture. Individuals who care nothing about us and our culture are profiting the most from the culture and from our pain, our turmoil, and our experience. We can come together, put our minds together, start our own podcast, and do the same thing, but with good intentions, not malintentions.
Not only because you might have to fire somebody up, but on top of that, the motherfuckers is calling the police. The dude
and then the
glasses,
people that's getting plays ran on them. They still got to go back to their community and deal with all the other shit. And then some of these niggas is getting DPs. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't having to deal with none of the. Well, I'm gonna say Adam 12 ain't got to deal with none of the politics, but that's just an example. People that stirring the pot and members that still active got to go back and really deal with that shit.
You know, and my whole thing with that is that, bro, like, motherfuckers that really been out on the street, really doing shit, bro. Like, a motherfucker don't really want to hurt nobody that he ain't got to. That was some made up shit. Now, let's just say one of them came outside, you know what I'm saying, and lost the fade. They say that, Spody say they didn't even fight, right? But let's just say, you know, somebody lost the fade. You know what I'm saying? Me, I ain't into losing. I always keep some self-respect with me, no matter if it's a blade, a blower, or whatever the fuck it is. Nigga, I ain't taking no ass whooping from no another grown man. That's out. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, real quick, one thing before you land. I mean, it's still self-respect and just standing on your 10, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying, but nigga, it's respect.
Hold on, wait, let me land real quick. Oh, Hoover, wait, let me say this real quick. You have to fight your community. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around killing your own homeboys, but these dudes is from two different sets. Hey, that's out. This ain't no boxing ring. We got on boxing gloves and everybody here to cheer us on. Nigga, we in the streets. Niggas don't get no respect for fighting in the streets. Nigga, you get respect for murdering shit. Period. That's what this is all about, bro. Somebody gonna get hurt up there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? I did see that, you know what I'm saying, Munchie B and Spody Face say, you know what I'm saying, they cool on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they freedom. You know what I'm saying? They liberty, they motherfucking safety and well-being, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like that was some just Adam, I'll be back up to your shit. Pull that shit on me. I'ma shoot that whole motherfucker up on Hoover though. I ain't
playing. Hey, look, check it out. One more thing along with that was weird as fuck. That nigga Ant should have never been on the phone with them.
So I'm interested to know what you all think so far about what Gumby and the young brother right here had to say. You know, the young brother had said some other stuff earlier in the podcast. I just got straight to this part. I didn't see everything, but I got to this part where, you know, he was speaking about no jumper. The recent incidents there at No Jumper. All of this stuff is just transpiring. And, you know, he's pretty passionate about it because he feels like, not to speak for him, but just listening to what he's saying, that these plays are being set up and they're being set up on real members. That it's not a game. Everybody's not going to fight. Everybody ain't got time to be playing, and somebody's going to get hurt up there at No Jumper. Interesting to know what you all think about that. Someone's going to get hurt up there at No Jumper, he says, because the games are being played, setting people up. Everyone's not in on that play. That's what Munchie B was saying. Everyone's not in on the play. Munchie B said the same thing, in fact, basically, right? When I covered that the other day, Munchie B essentially said the same thing, that when you have real members, he named names off that's on the internet now, and this and that, and you playing games, everyone needs to be in on the play because you're going to get somebody hurt. He said the same thing. So everyone sees the writing on the wall. We all see what's coming. What are we going to do about it to avert something like that from happening? We're going to be played like that, like puppets, like clowns. We see what's happening. A brother is about to lose his life up there. But what are we going to do about that? Since we all know that this is coming.
Real talk. Because
man, shout out first off, shout out to the mom, to that man. Shout out to M. Hefe, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, shout out to that man. Real talk.
Well, see,
But
this the thing. This the thing, though. I understand what you finna say. I thought about that as well. You know what I'm saying? But he in a situation, and you're absolutely right. He should have never called up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he in a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, when you in jail, I just left the Bing right now. You know what I mean? He in
yeah,
jail, so you know what I'm saying. He want his side to be told. He hearing a lot of people talking his business. You know what I'm saying? He just tried to clear it up. You know what I'm saying? Which that was pretty much the wrong way to do it, especially with no jumper because the police is there. He just called the police station and
square
he just called
business.
the whole police. He just called the
That
whole
is the
police
police
station.
station, huh?
But
Yeah.
that's the whole police station. He called in on the police station, bro. All over. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like it's content because you know what I'm saying it's in the news. You know, anything that's it's in the you know what I'm saying, YouTube streets, motherfuckers is gonna comment on it. You know what I'm saying motherfuckers gonna comment, give their opinions, you know what I'm saying, whether it's for or against. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Absolutely.
he should have never called the police station, bro, on Hoover. Detective Adam
Yeah.
12, motherfucking ass is right there. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But
And
shout
see,
out to
when
that
I
man,
say
free
that
NFA.
too, it's not so much out for what he was saying. It's after he give his spiel on what really happened. When you get off the phone, niggas start adding this, and this to it, or oh, I heard this from such and such, and man, fuck all that, bro. You feel me?
You
Like
know,
niggas,
yeah,
that's
they said,
conspiring to me.
yeah, well, you know, my whole thing is that when you get on the internet, bro, motherfuckers is you opening yourself up to everybody's opinion. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
heard it. Oh, I seen on one of the little podcasts. Oh, Anhefe told on himself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said he put himself at the scene of the crime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, me, I wouldn't have pointed that out personally. Me myself, I wouldn't have pointed it out because you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, like everybody that been in, I done fought two different murder cases and fought the death penalty twice on two different murders. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So anything you say can be used against you, and it will be used against you. And so that's my only gripe with the whole situation when he called in. I'm saying he's giving a alibi or he's giving his side of the story.
Yeah, certainly. You know, and a lot of people did have a lot to say about that. And Hefe calling in and speaking on No Jumper, saying what he said on there. I didn't have anything to say about it. Like I said, I'm not getting involved in an Hefe situation like that. And I don't know. So of course, many people believe that he should not have said anything on No Jumper, a platform with 5 million subscribers. And as Gumby saying, the police, many people saying it's the police. They calling the police up there. People dealing with No Jumper that been in jail. A lot of people, from No Jumper that went to jail. So, of course, you're locked up. You have a serious case, and you want to have your day in court. You're innocent. You want everyone to know that you're innocent. So you want to express that you're innocent, that you haven't done anything. That's understandable, particularly when individuals are putting out narratives on you, even more so, false narratives about your situation, then the need to clarify will be there. Nevertheless, in that situation, as I said, you may want to just exercise some discipline the best that you can. Just hold it in. Talk to your lawyer only about the situation. That's it. Speak with your lawyer only. No one else. Everyone can think whatever they want to think on the internet. People gonna run content. That's it. You can't stop it. You can call home and be mad and curse everybody out. They're gonna still run. They're gonna run content on that. On the fact that you called home and cursed everybody out. Nobody's gonna have mercy. These content creators, we can see that. They flooded the internet with the Anhefe content. They kept going, and they're still going. They're not gonna stop. They didn't stop. And a lot of their excuses, and Hefe was running content too on everybody. We don't want to hear that. We don't care. We running our content. That's it. That's what we've heard put in so many words, and then even straight out. So, and Hefe just, he's running his content again now from jail. He's been calling in. He over there running. Go check out his page on Hefe. He running content. Got titles up, thumbnail. He running content over there. So You want to support Ad Hefe, as I know many of you do, go check out his videos, as I said the other day, to help, blow him up, to help him maintain that attorney. Stream his music to help him with his attorney for those who want to support Ad Hefe. But just, I don't know. It's hard. You're in there for something like that. Ad Hefe was upset with everyone. And anyone who had anything to say about his case, he's upset about it. That's unrealistic. You run your content, you expect people to not to say a word about the fact that you've been arrested for a murder. That's not going to happen. So don't even put all your anger and angst towards everyone out here creating content, and focus on your lawyer, on your case, and coming home. You ain't gonna be able to stop these dudes from saying and doing whatever they're gonna say and do. He's just not gonna be able to stop them.
Well, didn't nobody need to hear that? You know what I'm saying? Because
But
now
you
they can pick it
can't.
apart.
But check it out though. He was just saying he was at the store or whatever, and it ain't it's no way around that if your horn is already pinged. You feel me? Ain't no way around that. That's already in the files. But at the same time, like if I'm just going to the store and some shit going on in my hood, that's just what it is. That don't mean I'm a part of it. Just because I'm a documented member, that don't mean I'm a part of that. I'm going to the store.
I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on the side of right, you know what I'm saying, which is our side. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is that, you know what I'm saying, for all the subscribers and all the, you know what I'm saying, supporters, you know what I'm saying, whenever you in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, the law enforcement is involved, I'm saying the best thing for a motherfucker to do is just to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody have their opinion. Just let everybody have their opinions, because you know what I'm saying, what you say,
be quiet.
May be misconstrued. Not maybe, will be misconstrued.
Yes.
Yeah, because they gonna chop and screw it.
Yeah.
Of course. They doing it on the internet. It's like
be
20,000
quiet,
blogs
man.
about this shit already. You know what I'm saying? What he said, what he shouldn't have said. Man, that's that man business, bro. That's that man business. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, free.
Yeah, not only that, like Gumby was saying, people were saying that Ad Hefe put himself at the crime scene and all that. And the young brother was right there saying, hey, they have cell phone data anyway that'll put him there. Cell phone pinging right there. So he just like, in other words, he didn't tell on himself. He didn't say something that people don't already know, that he was there. Not to mention that they claiming they have this stuff on video. So, of course, maybe the video, you can't maybe make out Ad Hefe, which would still be him placing himself there and not the video. But if the video is clear and all of that, then they have it on video anyway, at least him coming there. So him going on No Jumper and saying, yeah, I stopped at the store to get some tissue or whatever. He's probably feeling like I'm not even about to try to deny that I was there. They have this, they had it. He knows what's going on with his case. I don't know. But still, you probably just want to be quiet.
Ad Hefe, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done fought murder cases before. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, that's a tough situation to be in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he put it in the street, so motherfuckers don't, you know what I'm saying, comment on it and you know what I'm saying, and dissect it and put their 2 cents in it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, like, man, we got to be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? They saying that it was a DP that was going on that went wrong. That's the narrative that I've been hearing since I've been home. What you think about that?
I'm gonna say this. Just from one of my homies out of I ain't gonna get into detail. I've told you about it before, but the homie they actually was putting somebody on, and in the process of it, dude hit his head pretty hard, X'd him out. You know what I'm saying? He went through the same shit that homie going through right now. And at the end of it, he ended up getting like 4 years or something. But due to the fact that what it was about, cuz he ended up hitting the level 4 yard. And to my understanding, with that amount of time, you really ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know how it's going.
You know, the
what
whole
you was
thing
finna
about
say?
that is this right here. when we in this life, bro, you know what I'm saying? When we in this life, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is active gang members. We part of a whole gang, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have obligations to the street.
Okay. Looks like their audio went off for a minute. That's okay. Yeah, you can't hear y'all, man. Okay. That's all right. We'll end it right there. That's enough right there. Anyhow, that's Hoover Gumby. Again, he's home, as you can see. I'm not sure who the other brother is. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to Hoover Gumby. Check out his channel, as I said. It's called Checking Ain't Cheating. I'm not sure exactly when he came home, but as we can see, he's free. That's the best thing. Stay free. Don't wish jail on anyone. It's the worst thing ever. And Gumby has been in jail. For a long time, he was in prison. He's been out for quite some time, doing well. So I know that he didn't want to go back in that situation, as I said at that time. He was really on my heart because I know what he had already been through in this system, man. I'm glad to see him out of that situation, bro. And we'll see what he does now with his podcast, what direction his life takes him. As we can see, hey, he didn't hold back on no jumper. What do you all say? He says that they're running plays up there. They're setting individuals up, setting up real members who are not in on the play. These members. Why does this light keep doing this bullshit? What the fuck is wrong with you? Damn. Excuse me. And he said, you run a play on him like that, he go up there, you sneak some dudes up there, his ops and someone he has a beef with, calling him out for a fade. He didn't know it was coming, didn't see it coming. Y'all playing games. It's going to go all bad up in there. It's going to go all bad for playing with me. All y'all playing. It's going to go all bad. I feel him. Dudes playing games. These dudes running these plays. Ain't going to mention no names. Dudes playing games, man. Everybody not playing. But hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. We'll see. I think Gumby said he'll be up there in no jumper. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be up there. And he'll say everything there that he just said here. He'll say it there. So we'll see what happens with no jumper in the coming weeks, months. Spody Face is gone for now anyway. So is Munchie B. Looks like J Hood is there permanently, and Hefe spot. It's like it's going to be a whole new cast now, basically. Other than Adam and Lush, at least on theirs, what was it, Tuesday show, no more Spody Face, Munchie B, or and Hefe. That's a whole new three. So far, only one has been replaced, and that's replacing with J Hood. Still two more spots now, apparently. So we'll see what no jumper looks like in the coming weeks, or what the show is going to look like, what direction it's going to take the podcast. Right now, as we can see, there's a lot going on up there, a lot of violence, if you will, acrimony, strife, anyway, if not violence, seemingly plays and people speaking bad about people constantly, just, negative stuff going on. People feel like the one individual is the puppet master, starting a lot of this stuff and getting away with it. And as Gumby said, as you heard him say, like, people not going to be satisfied until someone loses their life up there. Not going to be happy till you go viral for someone losing their life up there. But the problem with that, for me anyway, as I said, is that it's going to be a black man that loses his life at the hands of another black man for somebody playing games with him. We have to be smarter and more intellectual than that, brothers. And we are. No way. No way. Our lives are worth more than that. No way. What do you mean? Meanwhile, y'all sitting back laughing while one of us done lost our lives, one of our people? No. We've had enough of that stuff in this country. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.